Yo, what up? It's LouieDog bringing you this new shit right here. It's called War of the Roses. It's not quite new. It came out about 3 weeks ago on Steam. I saw some beta previews, so I thought, hey, let's check this shit out. And it was the best decision I could have made. I have to say it's the most satisfying $30 I've ever spent in my entire life. It's the most worthwhile game I've purchased. Other games are just like, oh, this game's some dicks. Like 3 weeks later, but I'm still playing it after 3 weeks. Not very far, not very good, but I'm still playing. I'm having a lot of fun with it, playing some Conquest on some random ass historic map. Playing as Lancaster, because Lancaster all the way. It's a medieval arena simulation game, if you can put that all in one sentence. It's basically a realistic medieval Call of Duty. Basically, the only reason I call it the Call of Duty is because of the class customization. You can customize so many things. There's about 10 perks per class. They're not very useful, but they're still 10 perks per class. There's a lot to the game. There's a lot of upgrades you can put in your weapons. You can customize like 4 different areas of your weapons, such as what steel the weapon's made out of, the fighting technique used, the edge grind on the blade, and also the pommel, or for pole arms, the wood that the weapon is made of, such as hardwood or whatnot. And the game has varying degrees of customization. And one thing I want to get talking about is about the game style and the stigmas that people usually fit into. Like this guy right here, he's murking me with his shield and his pole arm, and I'm helplessly like smacking his shield with my piece of shit sword, hoping to get him off guard. But oh, got it. Oh, what the fuck? I'm already on a 3-kill streak. Yes. So there's every method of fighting in this game is unfair in a way. A lot of people bitch and moan about a lot of unfair things, but I realized this today, that everything is fucking unfair. There's no way to play this game in a fair, fun, balanced sort of way. Everything's unbalanced, and I guess that's the beauty of it, really. There's things like 2H spamming, where you get a 2-handed weapon, put it on Toledo, or no, not Toledo, Milanese fighting style, which is the fast fighting style, and just spam hot blazing steel around like a whirlwind of death, with leaving nothing in your path. There's also the pole arms, which are very long range, which was demonstrated earlier, that really can't do much about if someone's got a shield. Also, shields in themselves are cheap, because you can just fucking block every single attack without having any skill at all. There's directional parrying and directional attacks. As you've probably seen, the directional attacks, I do not parry one single bit in this game throughout its entirety, because I'm a noob, and all I do is spam the arming sword, which is I believe it's called arming sword. It's a light sword that you get at the very beginning, so there's no unlocks, no specialties. I got the Milanese fighting style Toledo steel, which cuts through multiple enemies at once. I have a edge grind that cuts through armor very effectively. I think it's double beveled, and I also have and then I have a standard pommel, and that's it. So it's a very nice sword. It's fast, but I wouldn't call it cheap. Some guy gives me some shit for spamming, but it doesn't deal much damage as I would hope it would deal. But that's the beauty of it. Oh, and then an instant kill, which is when, see, as I am in my able to be revived and able to be executed state, I killed my enemy in a way so he skipped that, so he just was straight up dead. Sliced him in his jugular, or cut his face in two, or something like that, where he cannot possibly be repaired or recognized by family or friends. But I guess some would call it unfair. I do have a 2H. I'm waiting to use that later, but for the sake of this video, I decided to use my my one-handed for free. It's honestly more fun. I don't believe anything else would be more fun than this. Got a knockdown on that, and an execution. You can execute enemies that are waiting to be revived. So while you are in a down state, you can maybe be revived, but you also may be executed. So it's the gamble you take. I usually prefer to yield instantly, but I believe they've fixed that feature where as soon as you die, you may instantly respawn. You don't have to get executed or revived, which is handy, but it was also, I believe, an exploit. And this game, despite my high recommendation and to such a high accord I hold it to, it is still filled with flaws, as any I believe, not indie, any second-rate, B-rate, but I wouldn't call it B-rate either. It's very good. It's nice quality. Any not $60 purchase would have. No, I can't even say that either, because there's some $60 purchases like Fallout ridden with glitches and bugs. But there's a lot of silly things that end up happening, a lot of imbalances, imperfections. They're still fixing server leaks and stuff like that after release, but that's understandable. They're just patching everything up, patching up all the bugs. But it's still a lot of things that, you know, you think the beta would have covered. All in all, though, I think it's a very good and very realistic game. Realistic because in the sense that whatever you see on the enemy is a hitbox. Like, so see his face is open, so I could slice his face. And so heavy armored people have their necks and shoulders open. So if you stab in the shoulders and slice towards the neck, then you will get more damage, or you will get actual damage because you will be hitting them in their skin. So the hitboxes are highly accurate and extremely commendable. I don't think I'll be doing any archery videos, but there will be other videos to come because I just absolutely love this game. This is a short-ass video, so I figured this would just be more of a first impressions as opposed to anything. And there's also no sound. I should have apologized for that at the beginning rather than now, and here I get absolutely murked. There's no sound because I fucked up recording and ended up recording only through my mic, so all you hear is me like gargling dicks or something, whatever. But yep, that's it. We won. Pretty fun. Got 4 kills and 4 deaths and 1 execution, a few assists, I don't know. But I did good, so there'll be more of this game to come. And I had fun. I hope you guys had fun watching it as much as I had fun playing it and producing it and for everybody. And as always, take it easy.